At 5, some scary moments on a flight from Washington, D.C. to Phoenix as a woman who had a severe peanut allergy went into anaphylactic shock.
The plane was diverted to Albuquerque, but the passenger had help in the air from an Arizona state representative.
Team 12's William Pitts spoke to him today at Sky Harbor.
You hear about it all the time in movies. A flight attendant says, "Is there a doctor on board?" An Arizona state representative says it happened on his flight. Good thing he's a doctor.
There was somebody on the a passenger who had a severe peanut allergy.
They told us right off the bat that the individual was allergic to peanuts and nobody else should eat anything,
But someone did, and a woman in first class had a severe allergic reaction. It was a 5-hour flight from Washington, D.C.
And they asked for if there were any medical staff or doctors on board.
All of a sudden I hear there's a medical emergency on the plane. If you're a physician, ring your call button.
Amish Shah is an Arizona state representative. He's also an emergency room doctor.
She was obviously in a little bit of distress, complaining of tongue swelling, throat closing.
The plane was in midair, somewhere between D.C. and Phoenix. There was a medical kit on board, but it wasn't great. Shah improvised and stuck his Apple Watch on the woman's wrist.
It's better than nothing. It's got a pulse monitor on there as well. So we were able to use all those things to get her vital signs.
Shah gave the woman epinephrine and Benadryl and stayed with her until the plane landed in Albuquerque.
They had I could see an ambulance waiting when we taxied in.
Greater Phoenix Chamber of Commerce CEO Todd Sanders was also on the plane. He posted photos from Albuquerque. Shah says he's happy he could help.
If you fly around a little bit, it happens more than you'd think. I mean, I've certainly answered that call button several times before.
Like 12 people stood up. So I was like, I guess these are all the traveling nurses and doctors.
That's closer than he thinks because Shaw was coming back from an ER doctor convention.
The American College of Emergency Physicians, it is our national conference, so it was in Boston over the last 4 days.
It was great. Like, what could be better? Having a doctor on board.
I was a little amazed at that. I was like, I hope that happens if I need a medical emergency. Nobody stands up, right?
Shah says the woman recovered later in the day. In Phoenix, William Pitts, 12 News.
All right, thanks, Will.